Hello, hello. Welcome. Welkin Liner welcomes you.
As divine virtue fertilizes, the malign virtue corrupts. What is left is a holy husk. Hollow ones cling to faith, fanged ones honor power. Foolish sages protect a lie. But the medium's song remains, guiding you to Yggdrasil. You hold the wings to soar in this tempestuous saga. Wings of beginning, blow now. Etrian Odyssey IV, Legends of the Titan.
Welcome. Etrian. Let's get it. Tharsis makes and reach. Everything. Most of those areas access it. There are going to be several bosses. Oh, have I been like far from me? Hello? well, it shouldn't be too bad right now, but I really wish it wasn't this weird all the time. But, well, now we gotta put up with it. Let's see, this should work out. Yeah, okay. I think this would be a good volume. Alright. So we talked to more or less everyone. And now we're speaking with the Count right here. We turned in our reports, and he wants us to explore a little bit more at least. There's still many secrets in these skies to be teased about. I dare say you won't want for adventure. For example, have you heard of the Golden Deer Keep in northwest of the Cloudy Stronghold? There's a door there that we couldn't open, but then a surrendering Imperial officer turned out to have the key. Supposedly, the labyrinth contains some check on Yggdrasil's power. The details are unknown. I've had the door opened. If it interests you, why not explore inside? It would at least help fill your book. From to that, I'd like to see that logbook of yours once all the pages are full. It seems fascinating. Alright, nice. After turning in your report to the Count, you notice a man standing near the exit of the Grand Court. Hey there, Welkin Guild. I heard you had quite the scuffle. I was worried the Albiar would come out the worse for wear, but it looks like I had nothing to fear. The Outland Count told me to bring something for his skyship though. It's called a Wind Rider Bell. I've already had it delivered to the city gates, so you can attach it to the ship anytime you like. This might be the last favor I get to do for you. The Wharf Master heads back to the cargo wharf, somewhat dejected. Yeah, we've pretty much explored all over the place, but there's not much we can do for now. Except finish off the last of the secrets. So we get 5 more quests at the start. Starting off with the legendary cuisine. It is a sizable request at the time. It calls for gathering legendary ingredients from every land you have traveled to thus far. You are to hold them in this. I believe it is Thala's iron pot. Put whatever you find in here. If she is entrusting you with her iron pot, she must have high expectations for the ingredients, and for you. Well then, I shall wait your swift return. The ominous gale. That request comes from Kos, an Yggdrasil researcher for the Empire. He wants you to investigate an unusual metal found in the Echoing Library. He wants to talk to you directly, however. It all sounded quite complicated. He is sitting just over there if you wish to speak to him for more details. I shall await your swift return. But yeah, so if you notice the new home BGM, the remix, that's also custom. Don't ask. Fire Tyrant's Garden. There is no time to lose, I will keep this short. Several Imperial skyships have crashed in the windy plains. The cause is the ruler of the plains, the Great Dragon. We were usually able to fly safely, if we were careful. The dragon's hostility comes as quite a shock. There is a rescue operation for the Imperials in the planning stages. You must join in and help them. Lady and the Dragon. Beauty and the Beast. This is a request to find someone. I wanted to personally ask your help, as it is my friend who is missing. One of Tharsis' most renowned brewers, Regine, has gone missing in the Scarlet Pillars. few days ago, she mentioned going to the Scarlet Pillars to gather peaches for a new brew. If you are to search for her, I would recommend starting in places where peaches can be found. But be careful, the Storm Emperor has been active in the skies of the Scarlet Pillars recently. Oh, that regime was loud. Oh, please hurry! Miracle of the Ice Field. Ice crystals to heal a young patient of mine. I need your strength to save her life. A famous doctor has come to Tharsis. He will be your client for this request. It says here that he wants to acquire ice crystals. A dangerous request to say the least. Properly treated, ice crystals exhibit very useful medicinal properties. The Blizzard King drops them only rarely, so you will need to travel to the Sacred Mountains to find any. The client has already left for that land, escorted by Kirionen. You are to rendezvous with them here. Them there. Play. Alright, so that's all 5 quests at the start. So let's go do them. When you approach the city gates, an explorer is pacing back and forth. Oh, Welkin. It appears to be Wiglap, the dancer. I've been waiting for you guys, she says. Hey, is it true you took the request to find Regine? Asked her truthfully. Really? Hey, they told you, right? How it's dangerous over there now because of the Storm Emperor? And you took it anyway. Why? The woman seems befuddled. Remember, if you go out there, you're taking a big risk. Don't say I didn't warn you. With that, the woman boards her own skyship and flies off. Maybe we do need some preparations. Oh, but first, yeah, we actually have to talk to the guy who... Yeah, here we are. I'm an Yggdrasil researcher of the Empire. I'm honored to meet you. He's part of a quest. I want you all to take a look at this. It's a fan-shaped metal shard we found in the Echoing Library. What caught my eye was this old parchment attached to it. Let me read it to you. By the bond of the races, the jeweled sword shall be sealed in the garden of the dancing Lepidopterae. The jeweled sword will surely fetch a high price. I want your guild to bring it to me. The rest of this parchment is so weathered as to be illegible, but all the important information is there. I don't know where this garden of the dancing... but the races must be the vessels and sentinels. The bond too. I know you have a deep bond with him, which is why I asked you. You may take this with you. Fan-shaped shard. First land, Whitney Plains. A group of skyships approaches as you set off for the Whitney Plains. Are you the rescue team from Tharsis? Sorry for the short notice. We need you to go to a few points and drop off emergency supplies. We'll use messenger birds to give directions. The Great Dragon is still wandering around, so be very careful to steer clear of it. You realize your first destination and it quickly leaves. It seems he has been called off to a different site. You mark the destination he provided on your map. You must head to the scene quickly to provide relief. So, the first few steps you take, the dragon suddenly appears. Now, it doesn't really matter what level, what altitude you're in, because the dragon will still fly over to you and attack you on sight. So you really had to, like, not be in the red, that's all. You take the emergency supplies from the gondola and distribute them to the soldiers. Are you explorers from Tharsis? We're very grateful, says one. I'm sorry there's no time for a proper greeting, but we need to go treat our wounded. Be careful of that dragon as you go. The soldiers bow to you as they take the emergency supplies. Afterward, a hawk descends from the skies and lands on your skyship. It is from the second rescue site. You copy the location onto your map in order to go where you are needed. I don't have threads. No escape ropes, but that's okay. So thanks to the dragon flying around, we could just go all over and pick up the crystals. I actually don't really know why I didn't cut this part out. So this is just me picking up crystals. Oh, well. Yeah, okay. Are you gonna go back now? Oh yeah, now I remember. I forgot to pick up the ignore currents. Yep, Drac is still there. So the dragon's not gonna leave at all. You really have to like go all over the place and then... Oh yeah, Nephilim. Yay! Let me pull up the wiki. Here we go. Sky Emperor. HP is 6441, attack is 65, defense is 63. Its weaknesses are Pierce and Volt and has no resistances. Its skills are Gravity Wave, uses head. Lowers the party's evasion for 3 turns. Fist of Death, uses head. May instantly kill the entire party. Oh. Godly Storm, uses arms. Multiple random cut attacks across the entire party. It drops the Emperor Fetter and has no conditional drops. So no need to worry about setting things up or anything. No need to make use of the elements. So we're good to go. Plot Bunny's already dead, but we'll see if we can pick her back up. I wouldn't say it's a dangerous boss, even though it has a skill that may hit the entire party and cause instant death, but... Just whack it a few times with electricity and pierce attacks and we're good to go. Yeah, we got this. Nothing to it. As you land your skyship, Imperial soldiers in full armor come running toward you. You take the emergency supplies from the gondola and just distribute them to the soldiers. They are initially grateful, but one of their faces hardens upon seeing who you are. I've seen you before. You're the Welkin Guild, the ones who ruined our plan to restore ourselves. It's because of you that His Imperial Highness is... The man's hand slowly moves to the sword, slung at his waist. let things play out. The Imperial soldier begins to draw his sword, and his comrade standing nearby places a hand on his shoulder. Hold, the battle is already over. Have you forgotten who reached out to our wounded Imperial Highness? The second soldier turns to you, takes a knee, and lowers his head. You offer kindness, and we responded shamefully. Please forgive us for my comrade's rudeness. The soldier lets go of his sword, though he seems by no means convinced. Despite the awkwardness in the air, you continue distributing the supplies. You take your leave of the uncomfortable scene. Afterward, a hawk descends from the skies and lands on your skyship. It is from a final rescue site. You copy the location onto your map in order to go where you are needed. Okay, so that path over there, that leads to the Scarlet Pillars. We have no reason to go over there now though, so we'll just leave it be. And be careful of the dragon. Probably would have cut like 5 minutes in total if I was not so eager to pick up the crystals. But they do drop a lot of money. So as you land your skyship, Imperial soldiers in full armor come running toward you. You take the emergency supplies from the door and distribute them to the soldiers. Thank you. My daughter is badly injured and I don't know if I could have taken care of her by myself. You saved my daughter's life. Thank you. I'm sorry, that's all I could think to say. Overcome with emotion, the man bursts into tears. You poor thing. You tend to calm him down so that he can get the emergency supplies to the daughter. Once the soldier has recovered himself, he carries off the supplies along with his comrades. With that, you have carried the needed supplies to all specified locations. The request is complete. You should return to the bar and avoid the dragon while we're at it. That's complete. Like I said, it's just going to be side quests here and there. We're not going to do that many explorations. That's going to be the finale. That'll be fun. It seems the dragon has taken a sudden exception to this. Your reward today will be handled a bit differently. The client wishes to give it to you directly. We meet again, Guild Welkin. I only awoke a few days ago. I cannot say I am fully recovered, but my mind is clear. The day I wield the drive blade again is not far off. I do not know when the emigration began, but we have had a few troubles. I'm grateful to all of Tharsis. I had hoped to discuss Yggdrasil with you, as well as the medium. I regret to say this is not the time. I must go in order to protect my people. In time, I shall return to show the proper gratitude. Farewell, Guild Welkin. So finish that quest, and we get a new one, Bring Down the Fire. In order for the evacuation of the Empire to be safe, the Great Dragon must be defeated. The city needs your help. Ah, it is you. The Outland Count's request is very different this time. It is to eliminate the Great Dragon. You do recall the Great Dragon that attacked the Imperial refugee ships in the Whitney Plains, yes? Possibly due to its earlier exertions, the Great Dragon has returned to its lair in order to rest. If ever there was a time to face it, this may be it, though there is one small problem. After that incident, the Imperial Prince vanished from the city. We believe he may have gone to defeat the Great Dragon on his own. Though the request only calls for the defeat of the Great Dragon, should you meet the Prince, tell him to return. Everybody is very worried. We are counting on you, Welkin Guild. As you check over his skyship, an armored Imperial soldier approaches. Are you the Welkin Guild? I had to thank you again for before. My daughter's doing just fine. I know you've heard by now, but it seems His Imperial Highness has gone to defeat the Great Dragon alone. Oh, make no mistake, he is the Empire's strongest warrior, but challenging that thing alone is suicide. Normally we would be with him, but most of our better knights were hurt in the skyship attacks. You guys can't rest at the inn? Did you guys run out of money? Watch over His Imperial Highness. The soldier bows deeply to you before leaving the city gates. Well, let's go look for him. Or not. First we gotta request to take care of the Scarlet Pillars. You think back to the request you agreed upon to search for Regine the Brewer. It seems unfortunately likely that she was attacked by the dragon as she picked Peaches in the Scarlet Pillars. The best starting point in your search for her may be someplace where Peaches can be found. So, we do have a place. Unfortunately, the dragon comes around. The Storm Emperor to be exact. Fortunately, we already know where the Brewer is. You look down to see a fallen skyship. You quickly land and search the area. A woman is sitting in the shadows of the skyship's wreckage. You listen to her story and find that she is Regine, the woman you had been searching for. She seems to have injured her leg, but is otherwise healthy. According to her, she went missing because the Storm Emperor attacked her skyship, sending it plummeting. You escort her onto your own skyship and take off. Immortal Peach as a food item is useful, but only if your party isn't maxed out in stats. You bring the injured Regine to his clinic. Her husband has already heard news of her return and is waiting there. He nods to you, ecstatic to see her safe. Welcome back. You guys got Miss Regine back to Tharsis, huh? Oddly enough, Woodclap is standing outside a clinic. It's partly my fault she didn't come back. Word had been going around that the Storm Emperor was showing up there, and she asked me to escort her. But I refused. Come on, the Lightning Dragon? That's ridiculous. It's way out of my league. Out of everyone's. I assumed she'd give it up when I turned her down, but she went out by herself without telling anyone. Miss Regine just got married, and they already had a little kid, so I don't know what she was thinking. After she grumbles for a moment, her face turns red with embarrassment as she walks off. At any rate, the request is complete. You should return to the bar and report your success. That's another one down. Regine's husband was quite relieved. You should be proud of the fine job you did protecting your household. One odd note though, in addition to you, Woodclap was also searching for Regine. It seems she had taken up the search independently. I am not sure what happened, but I believe she somehow felt responsible for Regine's disappearance. Oh, well, poor thing. But here, the reward. Thank you so much. And after that, we get a new quest, Battle Against the Storm. So the quests that involve the dragons, the first ones are the ones you had to run away from them. And after clearing them, you get another quest, respected to the dragons. We'll fight them when we get there, but yeah. I want you to take that opportunity to slay it. Can you do this? It may be a fearsome opponent, so be ready. Well, before we get to that, we now have to worry about the Sacred Mountains. You arrive at the Sacred Mountains and are met by a blue-sailed skyship quietly approaching. I have been waiting for you, and grateful for your help. Behind the smiling Kieronen is an expressionless man with a white coat. Client's medicine has a sense distasteful to dragons. He and I are about to enter the dragon's lair. We will drive out the dragon. When it flies toward the sacred mountains, it will be your time to act. The lair is in the southeastern mountain range. Meet us again when you have the ice crystals. For my client's purposes, he will need 5 ice crystals. Kieronen marks your map and hands it back to you. The meeting point has been indicated by a flag. So no, the dragon doesn't come out right away. But he will once you take up on a request. First, clean up the map around here. Yep. So like I said, we can only pass through the currents after we clear the main game. When we fought the Heavenbreaker in the final episode. Not the final episode. The last episode. Previous episode, there we go. Oh, there he is. Yeah, you just needed to wait a bit. Okay. So now he drops ice crystals. Those are going to be the key to this quest. This is only the first, and we'll still collect 4 more. The ice crystals are by far the most expensive ones to sell. So, if you're needing to make a large amount of money, then these are by far some of the faster ways. You feel a dreadful presence behind you and anxiously turn to face it. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. I already fought you before all the way back in part 3. I have no interest in showing a fight. You finally collect 5 ice crystals. The quest is one short step away from completion. You need only proceed to a pre-arranged meeting point. You enter the mountainous region to the southeast where Kieronen and the client should be waiting. The blue skyship is where it should be, but something sees eye. You realize it is under attack. Guild Welkin, do not concern yourselves on my behalf. Find a client. He left to set more chemical traps to drive out the dragon, but he has yet to return. You know that a knight like Kieronen's caliber can handle these monsters, but there are 2 of them. You hesitate, unsure of whether to search for the clients as directed, or to lend your fellow explorer a hand. So, if you search for the clients, then the quest will be complete with no repercussions. But if you stay with Kieronen, you'll be forced to fight the dragon. Right now, we're just gonna finish the quest. Whatever my reasons for leaving your side, I was wrong to do so, and I sincerely apologize. And you, Guild Welkin, I thank you as well. It seems I owe you yet again. You hand the ice crystals over to a client. The man in the blue lab coat bows to you, and says that he can now save his patients. This quest has been completed. You should return to Tharsis to give a full accounting of events. Nice. So my throat is still weird after getting sick about a month ago, so if you hear me clearing my throat often, that's pretty much the reason why. Not much I could do about it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. For reasons known only to him, Kieronen took a sample of that medicine as reward. I wonder what he tends to use it for. Dragon slaying, perhaps? Oh, but I am sorry. Here's the reward you were promised. Battle the Blizzard King. The miracle medicine left by a skilled doctor has trapped the Blizzard King in the mountains to southeast. Slay it. Do you recall that request earlier from the doctor? Kryonin took the medicine disliked by the dragons, and claimed as a reward, and presented it to the Outland Count. As a result, the Count has decided to exterminate the dragon. The Sentinels say that whenever the Blizzard King took to the skies, many would die in the sacred mountains. They have already begun to surround the dragon. You should be on your way quickly to that region. Kryonin will also be taking part in the battle. Perhaps you will see him there as well. But before we do any of that, we have another question we need to take care of. We cannot see no harm in asking the woman about the metal shard. So this is the one that's asking for the bonds of everyone around Tharsis. How can I help you today? You show her the metal shard and ask if she knows anything about it. She stares at it and finally speaks. I do remember something about this. Please wait here. Here. It looks much the same, doesn't it? It was in a vessel's treasure house, covered in dust. This metal shard is shaped like the one you already have. You put shards together to form a perfect fit. We found it deep in the labyrinths recently, but cannot discern its use, so we left it as is. It looks like if you added another similar shard, it would make a perfect disc. With that, the vessel gasped, as if suddenly remembered something. This may be the key to open a door in the Moth Labyrinth, the Moth's Garden. As you may know, there is a tightly sealed door in that labyrinth, and a recession with a very similar shape. I believe you should keep this. It is better that way. The media will most likely agree. Half Moon Shard. You thank the woman, who nods and excuses herself before leaving. The client's parchment about gloating garden where scale stands must have been written about the Moth's Garden. You decide to leave Vesseltown and continue your investigation. How's the medium doing? Welcome to Vesseltown. We last met in a cloudy stronghold, wasn't it? The medium smiles at you. How is Baldur? I'm glad to hear it. I was worried for him. Let us hope he recovers soon. I believe there are changes in store for Vesseltown and Tharsis, and I look forward to what they may bring. But it is you who gave us this opportunity. And for that, I owe you my thanks. Thank you, Guild Welkin. I was telling the Vessel children about Tharsis the other day. They all said that they want to see it. The medium gives a shy smile before continuing. As do I. I would like to walk the streets again with you. Why did we save the Imperial Prince? That is a difficult question. Obviously, the medium wished it so. But I feel that what we saved was not merely the Imperial Prince, but humanity as a whole. There was no logical reason. Perhaps the blood that shaped us guided our hand in doing so. When you reach the Sentinel's village, you notice one of them sitting on the ground carving something. You wonder if you should ask him about the metal shard. Ah, Welkin, welcome to the Sentinel's village. Is there something you would like to ask? You hand a metal shard to the Sentinel, and ask if he has any notion what it might be. I remember seeing something with this exact shape at a shrine in a stone cave. Wait here and I will see if I can find it. The Sentinel disappears into the village. Is this what you were looking for? The metal shard he holds has the same shape as the one from the vessels. When fit together, they form a disc. So three became one, but even so, something seems missing. A shard from the Empire, the vessels, and we Sentinels. Does anything seem obviously missing there? Well, I do not think yours are the wrong hands for it. I'll let you hold on to it. That said, the Sentinel sits back down and returns to his whittling. Hold disc. You thank the Sentinel and move on in your attempt to solve the mystery of the metal shards. How's the request going? Oh, this is the metal shard I gave you. So the 3 pieces became 1. The Garden of the Dancing Dead was the moth's garden as the Scarlet Pillars. The jeweled sword is there. I'm stuck on a sentinel who said something seems missing. What could it be missing? I'm sorry, but I must ask that you carry on with the request. I'm counting on you. Oh, what's this? How can I help you today, my friends of Guild Welkin? Showing the old disc? Ah, you formed this disc by collecting pieces from the vessels, the Empire, and the Sentinels. Even after collecting them all, is there no room for this disc on Tharsis? I believe I do remember something about this disc. Take a look at this hole in the center. Wait here. Uh-oh. This treasure was passed down by our ancestors, but was supposedly found originally in the lush woodlands. And... aha! It fits perfectly. Take a look. The disc is complete. Brilliant, if I say so myself. The Imperials, the vessels, the Sentinels, and we citizens of Tharsis. The circle is complete. Here, you should take this with you. I am curious about what this strange disc might lead you to. Now then, my friends, safe travels. Omni-key. It's no Resident Evil lockpick, but it's useful. You arrive at the door. Though it is tightly sealed, you can place the assembled disc in the recession in the door center. Insert the disc, produce the metal disc, and slowly fit it into the door's recession. Suddenly, the disc spins rapidly, and a sharp whistling sound rings out. When the ring subsides, you hear mechanical sounds coming from inside the door. Has it unlocked? You know not what awaits you beyond the door. You wipe anxious sweat from your brow as you consider opening it. So we step in here, and a boss from the first game shows up. Which one? It must be the jeweled sword your client wants. But when you reach for the sword, it abruptly rises into the air and emits a piercing light. From the glaring stream of light, you see the figure of an enormous bird, a fearsomely divine presence. Does the jeweled sword change form? You no longer see it in the room. The monstrous bird stays hovering in one spot, looking down upon you as if passing judgment. You will need to bring the bird to the ground before you can properly search for the jeweled sword in the room. Uh-oh. You grit your teeth and steady yourself for battle, fingers lightly brushing your weapons. Let's go. Iwaroro Penelep. HP is 20,000. Attack is 65, defense is 62. Its weakness is ice, and resistance is lightning, and it drops the Damascus Claw and Chaos Feather. Skills. Supersonic Wing uses its arms. Increases turn speed and damage of Sonic Boom. Deathbringer using its head. Stab attack to the party member. Make petrified. Twin Talons uses its head. 2 ranged attacks across the entire party randomly. May bind arms. Sonic Boom uses arms. Weak ranged attack to the entire party and may stun. Grab uses its legs. Stab attack to a party member may bind head. Chaos Bringer uses its head. Stab attack to a party member may inflict panic. And Thunder Wing uses its arms. Ranged volt attack to the entire party may paralyze. So it obviously has a lot of damaging skills. Unfortunately, you would have to bind a lot of parts on it. in order to make sure that it doesn't throw anything at you. So your best bet would be to use status elements like paralysis, sleep, or blind, or even panic. In fact, panic should be very useful around here. Ah well. It is what it is. But if you find at least one part of him, or two even, you'll be able to shut down most of its attacks, so... Everything is going great. Once it increases its turn speed, you'll really want to use a Metacon. Yeah, like that. That way it won't get the sudden attack on you. Alright, well, we got this. Nice. Haha. So you might have already noticed by now, but we're not getting any XP. This is because, for the moment, the maximum level is 70. More on that in just a bit. Though its blinding speed tosses you about, your indomitable spirits eventually brings the bird down. At last the monster's body emits an intense light, and it resumes the form of a short sword. The short sword slowly floats toward you, as if acknowledging you as its owner. Epitaph. You are mesmerized by the pure, beautiful blade, as the spell is broken by someone calling to you. Oh? An out-of-breath vessel woman runs into the room. It is the one who gave you the metal shard. I'm too late! Oh, That short sword. Did you truly defeat the monster? Yeah. Impressed, she continues. After I gave you the metal shard, the village elder was shocked. It seems that the first part of the client's parchment was found in the vessel town. She tells you that the monster was born long ago from human hands, when all the races lived in harmony. The newborn monster was too powerful and could not be tamed, so it was decided that it would be sealed away. The sentinels were the ones who made a short sword to contain it. The vessels used their matches to seal the monster within, and the humans created a key to secure the room. To ensure that the monster would never awaken, they divided the key, with each race taking one small piece. No one ever dreamed that a monster that the Ancient Ones could not tame would be defeated. You are mighty indeed. That short sword seems to pose no threat now. In fact, it appears to have grown attached to you. The vessel woman smiles, says, I must report this to the Elder, and walks away to her town. You have finally acquired a jeweled sword your client requested. You need only to report this achievement and deliver the sword to him before you can collect your reward. Awesome. Wait, I didn't... Oh. I didn't cut out this part. Okay. Well, okay, whatever. Pro editing skills. Pro editing skills. Well, we got it. Welcome back. Ah, yes, this is the jeweled sword. How'd you ever find it? We blew up a bird. So this was keeping an ancient evil monster sealed. And I unwittingly requested that your guild break the seal. How irresponsible I've been. If any other guild had accepted the request, I shudder to think. I cannot accept this. Someone with more merit, like yourselves, should have it in honor of your bonds. And the raging bird within, it recognizes your guild as its betters, and maybe why it is calm for now. Thank you for all you've done for me, and I'm sorry to put you in such danger. Your reward is at the bar. Good. I again thank you for your hard work. The client was here the entire time, so I heard what went on. You went back and forth until you fought a monster. How very like your guild. This request seems to have reinforced the bonds between everyone. Maybe it went so smoothly because it was you. I suppose this short sword is a symbol of that bond. Take good care of it. But what a long ordeal you've had. You must be tired. I think this one will be on the house. Nice. Okay. Now for the main events. You send a signal to what you believe to be an Imperial skyship. In answer, the Imperial Prince Balder appears. Ah, 'tis you. No, you needn't explain. I presume you hunt the Great Dragon as well. I cannot allow this dragon that threatens my empire to live, but I am in your debt. I will allow you the honor, but if you deem it meet, let us sally forth side by side and engage it together. Accept the prince's help? Excellent! My drive blade is yours, for the Empire's glory and victory for Guild Welkin. With that, the Imperial Prince boards your skyship. The time has come to challenge the Great Dragon. Here we go! We're collabing. Great Dragon has appeared. Oh, oops, let me bring it up. Great Dragon. HP is 30,000. Attack is 72. Defense is 74. Weakness is ice. Resistance is fire. Searing Breath uses its head. Strong fire elemental attack to the entire party. It always opens the battle with this attack. Dragonfall uses its arms. A melee cut attack to a line of party members. Also may bind legs. Dragon Smash uses its legs. Cause 3 to 6 melee bash attacks across the party. Also may cause stun. Fire Domain uses its head. removes any party buffs and additionally reduces the fire resistance of the entire party. Ew. Inferno. A powerful fire elemental attack to the entire party. Raging Strike uses its head. Raises the user's offense with return. And Echoing Howl uses its head. Reduces the party's offense for 3 turns. May inflict panic. A good strategy to this would be bringing someone with you who can nullify fire, or rather has fire rune on themselves. I didn't bring anyone important for that. Senpai is the only one who has the ice rune and volt rune. I didn't bring him for resistance against fire. Okay, well, if you don't have that, then you can also just pick up a food item that increases your resistance to fire as well. I think the same one also increases resistance to panic. Let me break it up actually. Yes. So the golden egg, that is northeast of the Windy Plains. So if you pick that up, you'll get resistance to fire and high resistance to panic as well. It also increases your vitality and luck pretty well, so definitely necessary. Honestly, if I planned this better, I could have just fired away ice attacks instead of like having to rely on bolts, but it's fine. It's gonna go down in like 10 minutes, give or take. 8 minutes. It has a lot of HP, and it can still be like cut down in half, like right now. But it still has some damaging attacks and attacks that inflict status effects, elements. Nice Hana Yome. So that's Searing Breath. If it's already used Searing Breath at least 3 times, then by 50% HP, it will start using Inferno, which is a much stronger version of Searing Breath, and that's one thing that you want to avoid. Also, I guess I miscalculated. I thought it was going to take 10 minutes, but no. It just took like, what? 5, 6? Alright, well, we did it. Alright, nice work everyone. That's one dragon down. You continue to attack, undaunted by the Great Dragon's might, until you at last defeat the abomination. When the fallen Great Dragon slowly closes its eyes, its enormous crimson body suddenly bursts into flame. Oh, the flame coalesces into a spherical shape before your eyes, which hardens into a jewel. As you take hold of the floating gem, you feel a transcendent burning power rush through your bodies. The level cap has been raised. You can now reach level 80. So this is how you reach a level, raise the level cap. It affects everyone at the guild, even newcomers. So you don't have to like keep on fighting the same dragons over and over again to raise them to level 90 for everyone. Level 99, whatever. Seems to be that of a changed link shattering. You look around in case anything is broken on the ship, but find nothing amiss and leave. Ominous. We brought down the fire. Welcome back. I am shocked that you were able to defeat that enormously powerful Great Dragon. I know that may sound rude, but shock is truly the only word for it. I think that the Imperial immigrants will feel safer now, especially with their prince safely returned to them. Very good work, Welkin Guild. At the Saramir Inn, two members have struck a bargain regarding this evening's dinner preparation. It turns out Maria had decided to prepare today's Marias for the rest of the guild as her contribution. Lilybell was also strung along for the ride, hesitant as she was. She asked Maria if she is even necessary for cooking, admitting that her skills were only decent at best. In response, Maria tries to assuage her worries, saying that with luck on her side, the food will be ready in time, likely only suffer slight burns, and not end with the kitchen in flames. Lily is understandably worried, wondering why would luck even be a factor in cooking when it takes skill instead. With great reluctance, the airline mascot just sighs and takes up on the vampire's offer. Maria giggles with excitement and holds her expectations high, oblivious to the other woman's increasing troubles. Cooking was finished, and the two chefs hold their breaths as they witness their creation. Visible smoke akin to burning charcoal rose from the dish, as if it had endured the hells inside the oven for too long. An indescribable odor permeates the area from it, ruining the breaths of anyone willing to stand near it. Adding to all the horrors of whatever this abomination is, would be the sight of the meal itself. Burnt solids leaving a tasteless edge, repulsive mixtures of sauces in varied colors, a bone of unknown origin sticking out. Is this even safely edible? A question that brings into the true creators as a response to their mounting fear. As their thoughts continue to build, two other guild members, Don Koala and Haruka, take center stage. Haru is the first to notice a horrifying creation rivaling death itself, and inwardly begins to panic. Meanwhile, Don is ready to perform a tactical retreat if he continues to be in the presence of that thing. Desperate to wash her hands off her guild, Maria shoves the dish to the boys' faces in panic, hoping to take it without question. But Lily was rightfully upset, insisting that as chef of tonight, Maria should taste test it first before leaving a sample. Cornered from all three sides, Maria is given no other choice. Oh. The night ends with a smaller than expected meal presented to the guild, courtesy of the more qualified chefs. Kusariko and Lunachi had rushed to give her first aid, all the while being exasperated at the vampire's cooking skills. Lunachi herself, along with an excited Hiyori and slightly frustrated Lily, were able to make up for the disaster earlier. Maria sits in the corner, low of far morale from tonight's activities, as well as from her food poisoning right after. Haru and Don were able to help, mainly with providing a few extra hands in the kitchen, both inwardly from avoiding such a fate. At the very least, the guild has been saved from complete starvation this time. That was close. Alright, Scarlet Pillars. So this is just telling us about the Storm Emperor, yeah. You obtain Black Diamond. Cool. We don't need it. I mean, we can't put it in pot just yet since we need it to fight the Storm Emperor. But we'll get to it. We'll get to the quest in just a bit. Send a signal to the familiar red-sailed skyship. Wiglaf emerges from the gondola and waves to you. So you're the ones who took the Outland Count's request. I had a feeling it'd be you. That dragon might be the strongest thing on Earth, but we can beat it by fighting as smart and fighting together. That's the mark of a Dragon Slayer. There's no need to do everything yourself. I had it wrong. If you don't think you're strong enough, then I'm with you. Let's beat that dragon together. That's what I was waiting to hear. It's time to slay the dragon. With that, Wiglaf boards your skyship. The time has come to challenge the King of the Scarlet Pillars. Well, at least the translation is solid. Storm Emperor has appeared. HP is 30,000, attack is 70, defense is 68. Its weakness is fire and resists volts. Skills are Volt's Breath, uses head. Volts attacks the entire party. Corrupt Howl, uses head. Nullifies all party buffs and can inflict instant death or curse randomly. Deadly Fangs uses head. Cut attack to 2 or 3 party members and decreases their defense for 3 turns. Cursed Strike uses head. Cut attack to 1 party member and heals for twice the damage dealt. Can inflict curse. Dragon Strike uses legs. Bash to the entire party. Can inflict paralysis. Volt's Domain uses head. Decreases the entire party's resistance to Volt for 3 turns. And Roaring Thunder uses head. Deals high Volt damage and attempts to inflict head, arm, and leg bind to the entire party. So he resists bolts, and as you're seeing right here, I was actually acting pretty stupid and not making use of fire. Yeah, so even if you do have like a Rune Master with a level 6 elemental diffusing attack, you're not going to want to waste your time using full attacks on the Storm Emperor. You're supposed to be using ice attacks at least. Unfortunately, past me did not look up the guide for this. So this battle's gonna take a while. Aside from that, I never actually made use of Wiglap's sets. She's supposed to be a frontline fighter, but I don't know. I had trouble setting up her chases, and I was not really sure which one was I supposed to be making use of. So at least I made use of custom music here. That's nice. How long has this been? About 20 turns? Only because I was focused on using bolts. At least I was making use of headbinds. Yeah. Oh, actually, so the dragons all have conditional drops. Okay, let's see. Its drops are Thunderscale and Charged Horn. So Charged Horn is the conditional drop. In order to get it, the last attack to fell it must be... what was it? Oh yeah, it's an electric. It has to be a volt attack. Now that I think about it, Holy Blessing didn't happen to be that useful either, huh? No, it doesn't seem like it. Come on, Kana. You can keep on landing as many vines as you like, as long as it works. And Maria's helping out too with all the stuns, so that's nice. rock tile is not exactly something they're going to like putting up with. Especially since it disables all your buffs. Nice. Headline. Right at the perfect moment too. Yeah, don't hesitate to use Black Mist either, the burst skill. It's almost dead. Less than 20% HP. Alright. Nice work, Botany. probably not a bad time to defend here. Oh, nice. Headline again. Nice. Yep, it's dead. Maybe a little bit too premature to say that, but it's dead. Nope, it's dead. We got it. So yeah, we got the conditional drop, the charged horn. Used for making one of the best maces in the game. After a pitched battle, you have at last subdued the golden dragon. As it falls to the ground, its body begins to glow brightly and dissipate into golden particles. The cloud of golden particles takes shape, and eventually compacting into the form of a jewel. And now we can reach level 90. So this is the power of the dragon. I heard about it from my family, but it's more than I imagined. Wiglaf thinks for a while before speaking again. I don't know how it started. Our family has been dragon slayers for generations. You didn't know? My father took one job that was too much to handle, and my brother was the only one to come back. People who knew my father say he died a hero, but to me he was just dead. That's why I left home. I came here to work as an explorer for the Outland Count, since he had been a friend of my father. When I saw Miss Regine's husband and kid waiting for her to come back, I just couldn't forgive myself. I thought it would be terrible if someone like me, who has the power to defeat dragons, let it go to waste. But I probably couldn't have done it all alone. Thanks, Welkin. She gives you a satisfied nod before boarding her skyship and returning to Tharsis. As you board the skyship, you hear a strange sound. It seemed to be that of a chain's link shattering. You look around in case anything is broken on the ship, but find nothing amiss and leave. Battle against the storm completes. Congratulations on besting the Storm Emperor. I would expect nothing less from you. Regine should be pleased as well to have her schnapps used for such a noble purpose. The Scarlet Pillars should be a much safer place to voyage now. Very good work, Welkin Guild. Nice. Oh. The Echoing Library was a place of intrigue, many would say. Under the request of their fellow guildmates, they must examine the shelves of the Empire's labyrinth for anything of interest. The search begins for whatever literacy they can find. In the midst of the search, all 5 members each have curious books. Plot bunny begins, declaring that she found a book of the Cloudy Stronghold's past. It's about a Highlander forming a guild to venture into Yggdrasil, with a girl from 1,000 years ago accompanying him. It isn't until the second paragraph mentioning a different land that you realize this must be a work of fiction instead. Deciding that this isn't exactly Yggdrasil's past, Plot Bunny just holds onto it for her own interests. Kyra goes next, revealing that she found a book of dragons. It details the dragons flying all over the various lands of Tharsis, their strengths, their characteristics, and their human forms for some reason. Everyone just sighs as Kaida giggles, talking about how gorgeous their fictional forms look. Don steps up with his pick, a book about Tharsis' ancient epics. It's about the various people who worked on upholding the Yggdrasil Empire's prosperity, the prince and his father included. Entries included the king's sole destruction of a 1,000-man army, or the prince's heavily voiced pacifying a dragon. While certainly it's something worthwhile to read, Don wonders if some of their accomplishments are even real. Nah. Bella is up next, having a book about the Empire's wildlife and a crop. She excitedly goes into great detail about the produce from the Empire's unique lands, and how to raise them with great care. The guild members are certainly interested in seeing what sorts of crops can Belle harvest with the book at hand. As their short-sized explanation finishes, Senpai mentions he has a book, in an ancient language. Thanks to his knowledge of the runes, he is able to interpret the book's contents. Suddenly, a silver ring adorned with sapphire appears from the book. Oh, only to disappear in a cloud of smoke. Senpai theorizes the spell included in the book materializes the artifact for the briefest of moments. As astounding as it is, the book is of no use for anything else. Still, the contents of the books they have gathered so far have impressed them with what they were able to see. One can only wonder why this library would hold the most peculiar books for them to witness, a mystery for the ages. Their exploration in the echoing library continues. To the Sacred Mountains. After a run, yeah. Golden crab. That's gonna be useful. Yeah, those buffs are gonna be a necessity. You send a signal to the familiar blue-sailed skyship. Kiryonen emerges from the gondola and salutes you. Ah, well timed. I was just wrestling with the temptation to challenge that dragon alone. It would be a high honor for a knight, but to be defeated would be to allow that beast to walk the earth. Is that worth a vain attempt at glory? Should a knight not concern himself with protecting the innocent? I propose we form a united front against defeat. What say you? Will you fight at my side? My shield will protect you, and the lightning from my room will rain down upon the dragon. Let us go. Hoisting his shield in your honor, Kiryonen boards your skyship. The battle is about to begin. Alright, we got a team of Belle, Haru, Yasen, Hiyori, and Lilitha. And guest, Kiryonen. Oh, right. Blizzard King. Whoops. Blizzard King. HP is 30,000. Attack is 68. Defense is 72. It's weak against volts and resists ice. Skills are Frigid Breath. Uses its head, deals very high ice damage to the entire party, used when party is buffed. Ice Crush uses its arms. Dash attack to party member, and splashes to adjacent party members, may bind a head. Glacial Regen. Using its head, user heals itself by 1680 HP for 5 turns. Ice Domain uses its head, and increases the party resistance to ice attacks for 3 turns. Absolute Zero. Uses its head, deals high ice damage to the entire party, may cause instant death. Dragon Dance uses its head. 3 to 6 stab attacks across the entire party, may stun. Sonic Scream uses its head, may put the entire party to sleep. And Ice Block uses its head, increases user's resistance to volts for 5 turns. Like all the other dragons, it has a conditional drop, and to get it, it must be defeated with an ice elemental attack. I still don't really know why I bothered to use ice attacks when clearly Volt was a better option. Well, at least we got Lilith helping out. I wonder when did I realize that Volts was a necessity. I wonder if it was right now. Honestly, if I knew that head binding would work immensely, I would have focused on that for Lilith, so that way it wouldn't keep on using its head-based attacks. That's absolute zero. Yasun's down. That's not good. Ah, Bell, you missed. No. Alright, paralysis, good, good. You know, I've been thinking. Well, I'll eventually have to like get timestamps on what custom songs I'm using. At least once I start posting them on YouTube. Thank goodness I made Yori a healer. Also, honestly, I gave Yasun the Lance-Neck subclass, so if anything, he was supposed to be using at least Volt Slink. Electric Link? but that never really happened for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Shadow Bite is not going to be helpful in here. Not at all. Oh well. Yeah, this should do it. Alright. Nice work, Belle. So that's the Blizzard King down. Your indomitable spirit burns through as you successfully overcome this icy ordeal. As the ice dragon screams and falls to the ground, it shatters, and the ice crystals begin to dance around you. Before your eyes, the sparkling crystals form a spherical shape before crystallizing into a jewel. As you take hold of the gem, you feel transcendent, clear power rush through your bodies. You can now reach level 99! That ice dragon had all its eyes, correct? Did I mention to you what I have been tasked with by my king? My king? I am in search of the ice dragon that attacked the Crystal Palace in my homeland and slew the young prince. During our battle with the beast, our king landed a hit, which should have taken one of its eyes. I never really thought. But it seems my journey is not quite over. Nevertheless, I am satisfied. The people here will no longer fear that dragon. Thank you, Guild Welkin. Yona salutes you before boarding his skyship and returning to Tharsis. As you board his skyship, you hear a strange sound. It's seen to be that of a chain's link shattering. Disturbing laughter echoes in your minds. Well done, humans. Now all the seals are broken. Despicable worms who protected the seals for the divine dragon. Meddling with humans has incurred their wrath. Fools, I shall consume Yggdrasil, and with its power, assume the mantle of the divine dragon for myself. Once I have the throne of the Lord of Dragons, a new age of tyranny shall begin. Oh. The party murmurs amongst themselves. But the voice says no more. Who could it have belonged to? There is no one to answer that question. With a new and unsettling mystery begun, you leave the area. That doesn't sound good. Let's see. We got about 30 minutes left. Battle of the Blizzard King done. Welcome back. The news of the Blizzard King's death is being spread throughout Tharsis. I believe you may have started a new legend. Please rest well for today, knowing that you have performed excellently. Defeat the fallen one. Oh. Oh yeah, just a heads up. There is rain. It seems to be a heavy rain going on right now. So hopefully nothing happens. North of the Cloudy Stronghold slayed a loathsome one released from its shackles. That is all the client said. Since I cannot offer requests I do not understand, I denied him, but... The client refused to listen. He said if you would not take the request, he would accept that outcome. I suppose you should go to the Cloudy Stronghold then. But if the request seems suspicious to you, come back here and cancel it at once. Well, why don't we go see what this is all about? When you reach the Cloudy Stronghold, the sky is thick with powerful, daunting malice. The threat is so strong that no one who passed by could deny feeling it. What's going on here? You do not think it would stop until it had extinguished all life. The thought of it is almost maddening. But having bested 3 dragons thus far, you are confident that you can face down whatever threat is here. Yes, just as I predicted. I believe Noah is more qualified than you. You are startled to see a lone soldier has come onto your skyship unnoticed. You still away from Tharsis? What do you think? I look very human, don't I? I went to a lot of trouble to sneak into a human city. Ah, cheeky. Now then, let me formally relay the wish of my master, who suffers in a faraway land. The soldier exaggerately clears his throat. The name of the beast which you must defeat is the Fallen One. Amongst powerful dragons, it is known to be especially so. It was sealed away for its malicious intent. We are sorry to involve you in this, but when our unruly compatriot comes, all you know will burn to ash. This is our last resort. It should show itself in the northeastern sky. Good luck, Guild Welkin. With that said, he abruptly jumps off of the gondola. When you recover from your shock, you look down over the side, but see no shadow nor figure. Oh. You shake your head. What sort of being could pose such an abnormal threat? You quietly stare into the northeastern skies, where the man directed you. What do we have here? It is larger than the Great Dragon, more beautiful than the Storm Emperor, wiser than the Blizzard King. It may have the stature needed to become Lord of all dragons. Yet, its eyes boil with an undisguised taste for destruction and massacre. You feel sure that if you leave this monstrosity be, it will bring naught but ruin to these lands. Might as well take care of it now. Before you awaits the Fallen One. Challenge the dragon to combat? Fallen One. HP is 40,000. Attack is 88. Defense is 76. No weaknesses or resistances. Its skills are Darkness Curse. It binds some of the Fallen One's body parts and attempts to bind all body parts of the entire party, while purging any buffs on the party. Has priority over all other skills except Command Card, Quick Step, and Burst skills. Yeah. Supernova uses its head. Powerful range almighty attack to the entire party. Bloody Blade uses its arms. Strong melee cut attack to the entire party. Dead Claw uses its arms. 3 to 6 inaccurate random melee cut attacks across the entire party. May instantly kill. Infernal Flight uses its legs. Strong range fire attack to one line. Make panic. Ice Pellets uses its leg. Strong range ice attack to one line. Make cause sleep. Gale Volt uses its leg. Strong range volt attack to one line. Make curse. It drops the fallen scale and the CO core, and to obtain the CO core, you have to defeat the fallen one while its head is bound. Interesting. But yeah, we got ourselves an all-star team as guests. Lulubelle, Jade.exe, Phoebe, Valeria, and Sprite. Nice event to join by. If you want my opinion on things, I'd say the better method would be to seal its legs. This is because panic and sleep are actually some of the worst status elements to work with compared to insta-kill. Yeah, insta-kill is the worst, but I mean, if one of your party members, if like more than half of your party members are in panic, then obviously the battle's not going to go well, right? Yeah, for this reason you should be bringing along the AkiraLuca A's to get rid of these vines. The fact that I didn't just shows how awful I've taken the advice. Oh, we got this. Just set everything up and we're good to go. reset. That's not good. So with its head being bound, not being bound, we're supposed to be using Geo Impacts. Right around here. Yeah. If we don't use Geo Impact in here, or if it's not like, if its head isn't bound, then it will use Supernova, and it's almost a guaranteed kill to the entire party. Thankfully, we managed to avoid that. Thankfully we landed in panic, so now we don't have to worry about the damn thing finding us. Yeah, we got this. Nice. Good work, Lulu. And that's the sealed core. As its pitch-dark wings split, its violet blood stains the earth. The ground rumbles as its enormous body rises, but eventually, its boundless energy ceases. Like the other dragons, its body disintegrates before your eyes, before resolving into a large black pearl. But even such courageous explorers as yourselves are hesitate to grasp a gem overflowing with such palpable evil. While you ponder what to do with it, the gem falls to the ground, which swallows it whole. You are right not to touch it, Guild Welkin, booms a voice from somewhere. Had you handled the pearl, the dragon would control you now, and from that, there will be no salvation. It will eventually return to this land one day, but you have sealed it here, and it can no longer fly out. Thank you, Guild Welkin. I will discuss your power with the rest of my kind. Blessings shine upon you humans. After that, the voice falls silent. You have done it. Now return to Tharsis and report your triumph. We did it. Welcome back. The client just came by and confirmed to me that his request was fulfilled. Who was that? Whoever he was, this scroll seems genuine. I wonder how he came to be in possession of such a treasure. Well, the client seems satisfied, so I shall consider this request complete. Fine work, Welkin Guild. Might of Stars. Awesome. Okay, now to finish up the other requests. The legendary cuisine. So basically we're supposed to revisit the areas that we could not access before. There's one more place in Cloudy Stronghold that we haven't explored yet. The place that had chains all over it. On the doors. We can now access the area. Nice, right? As you can see, there's a building to the left. We're not going to explore it just yet. That will be in the next and final part. You have gathered all the ingredients and the quest is complete. You now need only deliver them to the bar. Welcome back. Were you able to fetch the legendary ingredients? Are these them? This pot. It is moving. Perhaps I should not touch it. Did anyone else hear a strange sound just now? Well, I shall make sure Dala gets the ingredients. I again thank you for all your hard work. Your reward is Dala's beloved meat cleaver. According to her, it can cut anything, so be careful with it. King Slicer. A meat cleaver. A large sword that can slice through any number of bodies. Well, that's fine. You must be the Welkin Guild. I recall seeing you in our town. The soft-spoken vessel asks, I'd like to know something. Which way is it to the Baron Atelier? Ah, I see. Atelier. After you've given directions to the shops, do not. I am grateful for your kindness. In truth, the medium has not been well lately, so I have come to Tharsis in search of medicine. I understand that you're busy, but if you have the time, please visit our town. The medium would like that. May not see you once again before going off in search of the medicine. The medium is off? Might as well go see what this is all about. You came. It's a delight to see all your faces again, says the medium as she welcomes you. However, there is something sadder in her smile. Looking closer, you can see the bags under her eyes. You broach this subject delicately, to which she replies, Yes, in truth, I have not slept well lately. It seems that recently your sleep has been troubled by dreadful dreams of which she remembers little. You offer to stay by her side while she sleeps, but she shakes her head. Though I do appreciate the offer, I am worried. The night terrors truly are horrific, I can tell. Her expression becomes clouded. She seems genuinely terrified of what may happen. Stand and watch as she sleeps? No, I couldn't allow that. She hugs herself fearfully with those small hands. With my powers, I do not think it is only a dream. Something terrible may happen. You would still offer? The medium looks at you sullenly. Stay at her side anyway? You're all so kind. Thank you. The medium smiles weakly. She must have slept only fitfully until now. As you watch over the medium, she quickly falls asleep. You can hear her soft breathing, but then something unusual begins to take shape before you. Just as the medium's sleeping face darkens, something like violet lightning shines around her. The lightning strikes at you and transports you away somewhere with its intense power. When the blinding light subsides, a terrible sight is before you. Oh hey, it's the final boss. What's he doing here? So, the Heavenbringer. Heavenbringer 2, Electric Boogaloo. So, every 2 weeks, the medium will start having nightmares about the Heavenbringer, the final boss. And it's your job to just rescue her. To save her from her nightmares. Don't ask how this works. But yeah, this is the other way in which you can keep on getting the Heavenbreaker's drops. Because its drop allows you to forge a sword, and it also comes with forge slots as well. So this is how you get more of the drops from it. Thankfully, everyone here is at level 99. No one's going to die. Watch this. Watch this. Wow, Lulu. Okay. Time to wrap this up. Nice. It must have been a dream, but how to account for the severe exhaustion the whole party feels? It is exactly as if you truly did fight the Titan. The medium sleeps soundly, her face against her ring. It may be that by liberating her in her dream, you have brought her peace of mind again. Thank you, the medium mumbles sleepily with a smile on her face. The medium is fast asleep. It would not do to disturb her for now. Okay. So that's it. Part 6. Alright. We did it. And now... There's not really much else to do in the finale, actually. There's just one giant labyrinth that we had to walk through. That one building that we were checking out for ingredients, that's the one that we need to explore. So we will take care of that in September 24. So 1 week away. Alright. And oh, Miho's. Maybe I should join it. Okay. Alright. We will raid Miho Mizure, one of the party members in this game. And see you all next time on Saturday. Later, guys.